is it time for me to leave my all plugin based Mixbus behind and add some analog hardware to my Mixbus workflow. As you may know, I have a fully plugin based workflow when it comes to my auxiliaries, my groups, and even my Mixbus. But every once in a while I try a hardware unit that makes me question that decision. And I've got a feeling that the unit that we're about to try today might do that exact same thing. Let's have a look at the features of the Tegeler Creme. It has a compressor and an EQ. It has a nice VU meter over here that shows you how much you are compressing. The compressor is a VCA style compressor, and by the looks of the attack and the release times and the ratio, it is based on an SSL G-bus compressor. So it has the ratios 1.5, a 2 to 1, a 4 to 1, and a 10 to 1. It has the threshold over here, and then you've got the attack times 0.1 and 0.3 milliseconds, then 1 and 3 milliseconds, and 10 and 30. And the release over here features the same auto setting as on a G-bus compressor. I don't know if they work the same, but this has an auto setting and that has an auto setting. And it has 4 selectable release times of 0.1, 0.3, and 0.8 seconds. So 100, 300, and 800 milliseconds, and a release time of 1.2 seconds, which probably is about the attention span of the average viewer of these videos. Sorry. Let's run some audio through this thing so I can show you what this can do for you. Okay, I've got the track Suddenly Forever over here by Selwyn. I mixed this track and there is a mix breakdown on it. So click the pop-up banner somewhere there and you get to see that after you're done watching this video. Don't you click. You clicked. I'm disappointed. On the Mixbus over here, I've got the Bus Compressor 2 by SSL, so that's also a VCA style compressor based on the same principle. So let's bypass that for a second and then get the hardware insert to the Tegeler Creme going. This is usually my standard setting. So an auto release, 10 milliseconds on the attack, a ratio of 4 to 1, sometimes 2 to 1, and then up to maximum 4 dB of compression. What I'm hearing right now is exactly what I wanted from a compression setting like this. It's the emphasis on that transient, on that kick, and that is exactly what I'm trying to do with the attack time on 10. Because I want to emphasize that feeling on every beat and really put that together, and then with the auto release I can really glue everything together, because if we set it to a very fast release, it becomes more energetic and more in your face with a fast release, but it's also a little bit more fatiguing, and I want this to gently gel together and really blend a bit more. So that is why I'm going for that auto release. Okay, then on to the EQ on top over here. As you can see, we've got a low boost and a selectable frequency of the low boost. We've got a high frequency selector and then a high boost. They're all stepped, which is great for a master bus. All the controls on this unit are stepped, so that's great for recall. Just take a picture, you open Snapshot. There's a new plugin I found, or actually I found it many years ago and I lost it and I didn't have it in my system, and then I got it back into my system again. It's Snapshot and you can just add image. I'm not going to open that because then all my are all over the internet, and I'm kind of happy with not having a of myself on the internet. So yeah, you can put your if you want, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, very weird section of this video. We are going back to analog gear. Yeah. Frequency wise, on the low boost, you've got 20 Hertz, 30, 60, I want to say 40 because yes, I can count. 20, 30, 60, 100, 140 is a new one because usually it's 100 and then 200. So I'm curious what 140 is going to do and why it's there. And then the high frequencies, you actually don't have any really mid-range, high-mid frequencies because usually a Pultec style EQ, did I mention that this was based on a Pultec style EQ? The EQ section is based on a Pultec style EQ. It's not a tube Pultec style EQ, but it is a solid state Pultec EQ. And the high frequencies actually start from 10. And then you got 12, 16, 18, 20, 24. So you can actually add that upper air. Let's see what we can add to this mix with that EQ.
Close my eyes, I still see you. I'll see you. I'll see you. When I close my eyes, I still see you. I'll see you. Close my eyes, I still see you. I'll see you. I'll see you. When I close my eyes, I still see you. I'll see you.
Interesting. So even though I know that above 16K my hearing doesn't do that much anymore, I can still very much hear that 24K. And I think that is why they like that Pultec style design so much, because if we look in the manual over here on their website, you can see that these are all the EQ settings. So actually that last line, the 24 kilohertz, actually already starts at 1K, 1.5K. So it's actually not only a 24K boost, but it's an entire mid-range and high-end boost. Okay, so let's just focus on the EQ for a second. I'm going to take the compressor out of the equation, and then we're going to do an A/B test with these EQ settings, and I'll put it into bypass and run it back again.
When I close my eyes, I still see you. I'll see you. I'll see you. When I close my eyes, I still see you.
Okay, I think it's a very impressive EQ. These settings are maybe a bit over the top, but I really like what it's adding. The only thing I wish they had, because this is a makeup gain right now, but with the bypass we just did with the EQ, there's no way to actually level match it before and after the EQ. So if this knob actually allowed you to trim the output up and down, that would be amazing. And then next up, I want to run a bit of a different track and a bit of a different genre through this thing to see what kind of range the Creme has and if it works on something like this. This is the track Himalaya by a good friend of mine and also a fellow YouTuber. He has a great channel, go check it out. His name is Hato. I did this mix for him a couple of months ago and I'm very curious if the Creme can make it even better.
Give me bass, out here busting in your face, out here diamonds in my case, locking me up in my way, trust I'll be okay, but I did done me well, but I bet bet you can tell. Coming out, ring your bell. You put a sack on my body. You say 24, I'm somebody. Get my money, but I'm nobody. Get my money, but I'm the lie. You pull it down, you talk a lot. Won't be funny when I pull up in my rock. Won't be funny, Out there busting in your face, out there diamonds in my case, locking me up in my way. Trust I'll be okay, but I did done me well. But I bet you can tell. Coming out, ring your bell. You put a sack on my body. You say 24, I'm somebody. Get my money, but I'm nobody. Get my money, but I'm the lie. You pull it down, you talk a lot. Won't be funny when I pull up in my rock. Won't be funny,
Okay, so it's a very low-end heavy track, and I'm trying to get it a little bit more faster, pointier, just a little bit more nimble, if that makes sense. And right here we've got the sidechain low cut. Right now it's on full, so the compressor is reacting to the entire frequency spectrum, but we can also add a low cut, a high pass filter of 120 Hz or 60 Hz. Maybe that helps us.
Give me bass, out there busting in your face, out there diamonds in my case, locking me up in my way. Trust I'll be okay, but I did done me well. But I bet you can tell. Coming out, ring your bell. You put a sack on my
Very choky there on full.
body. You say 24, I'm somebody. Get my money, but I'm nobody. Get my money, but I'm the lie. You pull it down, you talk a lot. Won't be funny when I pull up in my rock. Won't be funny,
So as we're compressing more and more, we're losing a bit of that low-end impact that I think this track does need. So we can add a little bit of a low boost there. Let's see how that sounds.
Give me bass, out there busting in your face, out there diamonds in my case, locking me up in my way. Trust I'll be okay, but I did done me well. But I bet you can tell. Coming out, ring your bell. You put a sack on my body. You say 24, I'm somebody. Get my money, but I'm nobody. Get my money, but I'm the lie. You pull it down, you talk a lot. Won't be funny when I pull up in my rock. Won't be funny,
Okay, and now I'm missing a little bit of high-end energy as well, so I want to turn that down a little bit to a lower frequency and then push that up, see what we get. Yeah, I think I really like the energy that this setting on this unit adds to that mix. Okay, so let's also try something that is not a mix bus. I've opened another project of the track Drive It by Sky Feliz. If you want to see the mix breakdown, I did one on this one as well. So go check that after this video is done. Many people call this the cross-eyed setting, but it's basically the slowest attack of 30 milliseconds, so that eye goes that way, and then the release is the fastest release, so that eye goes that way, so you get cross-eyed. So that with a ratio of 4:1 is usually where I start with my drum bus. Sometimes I slow down the release a little bit if the hi-hats and everything just become too intrusive. For trap stuff like this, where everything needs to be pointy and direct, just the fastest release, slowest attack, bam. But now we're missing a little bit of the low end, so let's see if we can get a little bit more oomph in the broom. Yeah! I don't know what that means, but. I like that. It doesn't add a ton of sub here, but the kick by itself doesn't have that much sub. If we look at this, doesn't have that much going on in the low lows, but this, it adds something. All this time we've been doing compressor first and then EQ, but with this switch over here we can do EQ first and then compression. See if that makes any difference. Okay, I think I like compressor first and then EQ because it's a boosting EQ, and normally I would cut things away before going into the compressor so they don't trigger the compressor. But I can do that with the sidechain low cut now and then add the compressor first and then after the EQ. So let's see what the high-end boost is going to give us here. Okay, let's add the 808 because now we're really working with limited low end. But if the 808 fills up the rest of the low end and this kick is bunching like it does right now, that could work really, really well. I kind of like this for a drum bus as well. So I'm glad this is the new addition to my setup. However, I might return this unit. And not because I don't like it and because I don't want it in my setup, but they have a remote controlled version of this. With all my stem mastering stuff and everything and Mixbus things, I love using analog gear, but recall is my biggest nightmare ever. So if I can have automatically recallable stuff for my Mixbus chain, then it makes sense, because then I can do 5 stem masters a day and a mix, and everything recalls automatically, and I don't have to take photos, put it in my session with snapshot next to my then I can actually just save it inside of the session with their plugin stuff, and then it automatically recalls whenever I open up that session. So I might swap it out for that, because then with the Carnaby HE2 and the Creme RC, the remote controlled version, I can actually have that Mixbus. I'm glad they have that. I hope that sounds the same. I hope the remote controlled stuff is not doing anything for the sound. But I'm very, very sure, knowing Tegeler and having heard this unit, I'm very sure they know what they're doing, and they won't let that happen. They won't let those electronics get in the way of anything sonics. Oh, bars! On that note, it is time for me to end this video. If you want to grab any piece by Tegeler or anything else, I can get you 5% off on your next purchase of your favorite piece of gear at KMR Germany. So use the link down below in the description to head over there, buy something, and enjoy a little discount from me for you. I think that is it from my side. I'll see you on another video. Later!